And when you say everybody should feel the pain a little bit, hey, Mr. Katstabadidis, you billionaire, here's the pain that everybody has been feeling but the top 1% since 1980. Because fat idiots like you haven't had to feel any pain because the government, with Joe Biden involved, has been stuffing your face with tax cuts, subsidies, deregulation, and sweetheart deals. So the pain that you think everybody should feel, we've all been feeling it, but you and your privileged group. And yes, to somebody who said, are there video distortion problems? I don't really know what's going on. I'll have to check that out, but I don't want to restart the live stream, so sorry if you're seeing some weird visual stuff. And remember, this is a super chat, and we got our GoFundMe going. Thank you to Patrick Coyne. Just gave us, let's see, 27 bucks in the GoFundMe. So we're now at $58,811. Oh boy, what I would do to get to 59,000 by the end of this live stream. Can we do it? Can we do it? We're going to Miami next week, so we need a little more funding. I'm not going to Miami to tan. I'm going to Miami to challenge the establishment candidates pretending to be progressives. So Ty and I are hitting the road next week. We're going to Miami. I hope you will help us cover it and afford it. So this guy is basically, he's like the guy, you remember in 2012, there was, I think it was a Democrat actually, who said, oh, Obama with his tax increases, you know, we're like battered wives on Wall Street. We're like battered wives, and Obama's beating us by a minimal tax increase. It's the same thing. So these are the people Joe Biden wants to raise money from. And, you know, so, and at the same time, Joe Biden is pushing this nonsense, complete nonsense, that, oh, with Trump gone, you're going to begin to see changes among the Republican Party because these folks know better. They know this isn't what they're supposed to be doing. Yeah. Yeah, because Joe Biden, you know, he has that Jesus touch. He's just going to lift the souls out of those good patriot Republicans and bring us back to the good old days where bipartisan compromise in America left us with the crime bill and welfare reform and repealing Glass-Steagall and deregulating the media and the Patriot Act and the bankruptcy bill. Can't we just get back to those days where Democrats, great patriotic Democrats, and great patriotic Republicans could find common ground to give the proletariat crumbs and lift the working class of Wall Street? You want to see that? Because Joe Biden's campaign slogan is, Make America, America Again. Well, if you look at who he's hanging out with in these fundraisers, if you look at who he's hanging out with in these fundraisers, he's definitely making America a land of the 1% again. He's definitely accomplishing that. He's definitely accomplishing that. So who else was at this fundraiser? A guy by the name of Dennis Mahil, and Michael Kempner. Dennis Mahil and Michael Kempner, who were at Joe Biden's fundraiser last night, they were also in the Hamptons in 2017. See right there? Since Hillary Clinton's unexpected loss to Donald Trump, her donors have been strategizing with Democratic leadership about how to revive the failing party. Billionaire George Soros held a closed-door conference with wealthy donors in November 2016 that addressed how to take back power and was attended by House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi. On the weekend of Trump's inauguration, David Brock hosted a retreat for the most prolific Democratic donors to figure out how to kick Donald Trump's ass. On July 15th, Page 6 reported that Senator Kamala Harris, 6 months after becoming a senator, or starting as a senator, a potential 2020 Democratic presidential candidate, met with top Clinton donors in the Hamptons. Many figures in Clinton's inner circle attended, including Clinton's 2008 campaign finance co-chair Michael Kempner, and donors Dennis Mahil and Stephen Gabriel. Well, Michael Kempner and Dennis Mahil, who were hobnobbing with Kamala for the People Harris in the Hamptons 6 months after she became California Senator, well, they were there last night hobnobbing with Joe Biden in a $34 million apartment. And if you want to know a little bit more, about Mr. Dennis, here we go. This is from the New York Times. Dennis Mahil he got a seat on the Battery Park City Board of Directors. That's in New York City, which has the authority controls development and maintains the public spaces in the area and can impose de facto taxes on residents. None of the seven board members live there, but some have a history of large political donations. Take the chairman, Dennis Mahil, this guy who met with Kamala Harris in the Hamptons. He built a fortune in the shipping container industry and was the Democratic nominee for lieutenant governor in 2002. He donated $92,000 to Governor Cuomo's campaigns before being appointed to the authority, that Battery Park Authority, in June 2012. Look at that. Look at that. You donate almost $100,000. You get put on a very, very pristine, awesome board in New York City that controls development deals, maintains public spaces, and you could impose taxes on residents, all for the price of $92,000 to Governor Cuomo. Talk about making America America again, folks. Talk about making America America once again. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And honestly, folks, it took me about 15 to 20 minutes to find some of these things. Thank you, Henry, for sending your political money this month to Status Quo. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Whoa! Andrea. God, I'm so mad, Andrea, because all of my what's that thing called that you blow when we reach a new level? All of mine are broken, so I don't have any. Somebody's mailing me. But we just passed $59,000 on the GoFundMe thanks to this brave, patriotic American, Andrea Paperno, $189. Carol Edwards, $50 in GoFundMe. $27 from Patrick Coyne. Andrea, you have donated so many times, I can't thank you enough. And thank you right there to Carol Edwards, getting us to that $59,050. As a reminder, folks, I will be live this Sunday for our GoFundMe marathon. Right now, I'm trying to line up some interviews for Sunday. Boy, would it be great if we could get that $60,000 mark before Sunday, so we could go into Miami with extra money to cover this. Because right now, going to keep it real. We've spent, you look at that GoFundMe and you see $59,000. We've spent a good portion of the money on reporting in the field because we told you we were going to do that, and we've done it. So we got to keep raising money. Our goal is $85,000. Thank you to those who keep donating. If you can't donate, we totally understand. But what you can do is share that link and encourage other people to donate to fund real in-the-field journalism. So, going on with this. And remember, folks, if you have not pressed the like button, all you got to do, if you're watching on your phone, cancel out of the live chat for a second. So cancel out of the live chat. You'll see the thumbs up. Press that thumbs up, because the more people that press the like button, the more people that will see this live stream. Our numbers are down. I'm live as Jimmy Dore is live. I think Kyle Kalinske is live. So, I can't control who goes live when. I wish there was a progressive network where everybody had a schedule and everybody was together, but that's too much to ask. Thank you, Balthazar, $4.99 in the super chat. Was also meeting you at Ron and Graham's show last night. Keep doing what MSM can't. Journalism. Can't prosecute Harris. Mnuchin, 2020 has no chance. Good meeting you yesterday. I met a couple Status Quo fans at Ron and Graham Elwood's show. I really, really enjoyed their show. It was a lot of fun. They were really, really funny, and I had a great time. And it was awesome to, I live in New York, but I'm working all day, so it's not often that I see how many Status Quo viewers there are here. So it was really, really cool to see that. So great meeting you. So let's keep going with this fun. Also at Biden's event last night was a strapping young man by the name of George Tsunis. George Tsunis, excuse me. He's the founder of Chartwell Hotels and who's the former ambassador to Norway, appointed by President Obama. Well, what experience did Mr. Tsunis have to be the ambassador to Norway? The tradition of appointing campaign fundraisers to ambassadorships is coming back to embarrass President Obama and his diplomatic corps with nominees who are ignorant of the countries in which they'll be working. Two of Mr. Obama's former campaign bundlers, who each raised more than $500,000 for his elections, Noah Bryson Mamet and George Tsunis, admitted in Senate hearings that they've never visited the countries where they are to serve as ambassadors. The president nominated Mr. Mamet for the top diplomatic job in Argentina and Mr. Tsunis for the post in Norway. Aside from never having set foot in the countries, both nominees shocked senators and other observers with their minimum knowledge of those nations, even after they had time to prepare for their confirmation hearings. Mr. Tsunis, for example, didn't know that there is no Norwegian president, the country instead having a prime minister as its head of government and a ceremonial king as head of state. He also said the Norwegian government had denounced a party that is a member of its ruling coalition. Oh, God. So, you know, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about when I say Joe Biden wants to make America America again, meaning he wants to make America corrupt and have the corruption behind closed doors again, rather than out in front like it is in the Trump administration. So Joe Biden's not talking about anything changing, really. He's not talking about getting rid of pay for play. He's not talking about getting rid of quid pro quo. He's littering himself. He's surrounding himself with a who's who of Republican and Democratic donor scumbags who have bought off the politicians to get ambassadorships, to get appointed to boards that benefit them, to get massive tax cuts, to get their industries deregulated. And then they're presenting, their campaigns with bumper stickers like "Make America America Again," and, Donald Trump is a threat to our values. Donald Trump is a threat to our values, but you are a representation of our corrupt values.
Out front tonight, chaos at the White House. President Trump's deputy chief of staff, his communications director, is
just because of their connection to President Trump. And I know you've been saying...
We learned recently that Donald Trump threatened to sue his former schools if...
Tired of hearing about Trump 24/7? Become a member at statusquo.com for only $10 a month. Click the notification. With your help, we can start the media revolution.
And before Bernie went on stage, I spoke with his supporters online here, and you really get that feeling from